Mesa Arts Center is offering a creative workshop to adults with dementia and their caregivers with the goal of building a sense of community and creativity. And tonight is part of our monthly AARP-sponsored segment that highlights issues important to older adults in Arizona. We learn more about the program called Arts in Mind. And here to help with that is Laura Wild. She's Director of Studios at the Mesa Arts Center. Laura, good to see you again. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
All right, Arts in Mind. Give me a definition here.
Arts in Mind is a program we've actually had at Mesa Arts Center for a long time, but we've revamped it, and it's designed to provide caregivers and their loved ones living with dementia an opportunity to do a number of different things. For caregivers, it's to provide them respite and a sense of community. And for loved ones, it's to allow them to experience art making in a safe, supportive environment that's what I call no-fail environment.
Interesting. And I see it starts with 30 minutes of social time. What's that all about?
Yes, absolutely. So after the pandemic, we did a lot of research about what families with loved ones living with dementia were experiencing. And we lost a bit of that community during the pandemic. So when we came back, we decided it was important to have 30 minutes together just to talk and experience. We provide lots of snacks and coffee. And then after that 30 minutes, both groups, the caregivers go into one room right next door, and the loved ones stay in that room for their own project. It provides the loved ones living with dementia an arts experience in a supportive environment with teaching artists and volunteers that have been trained, while the caregivers get a moment to do their own thing and rest and relax a little bit.
Yeah. 60-minute art making session?
That's correct.
And what kind of art is being made? We're seeing some of it there, but what kind of art is being made?
It can be really anything that we like. It's a lot of visual arts, right? The tangible motor skills are really important, but we've also done movement, so things like fibers, we've done music, we've done storytelling, painting and drawing. We like to really mix it up and offer a wide variety for our participants.
It sounds like hands-on is a big deal here, right?
Yes, absolutely. I think tactile motor skills are really wonderful and lovely. It's a little less vulnerable maybe perhaps than the performing arts, right? Getting up and dancing or acting perhaps.
And art, it seems though, and we've talked about this in the past, art engages the brain in different ways and in positive ways. True?
Absolutely, yes. So it does a multitude of different things, right? And the goal is not just to create art. It's to build community, try something new, gain the confidence to do that, and hopefully contribute to overall wellness. So we have measured that after participants have spent an Arts in Mind morning with us, that sometimes that positive mood for the loved one with dementia can last all day. And if you ask a caregiver about how to deal with their loved one or take care of them, that positive mood lasting so long is really significant to them.
I was going to ask what kind of response have you had from the caregivers, not only for the respite, but from the folks that they're caring for being involved with creating things.
Yes, absolutely. Just last month we had a caregiver come in, and after about 30 minutes or so, she came back to the room with her loved one, and she was amazed to see that he was totally engaged, that he probably didn't forget about her, but that he was in a space where he was happy with others, he was having a great time, he didn't notice her absence. And I think she was really touched by that, and also just really grateful for that experience, right?
Yes.
We know that adults living with dementia experience a loss of autonomy and a loss of so many different things, right? But it can contribute to a negative mood. So having these moments of positivity and brightness are really significant.
There's I think there's a new book out there that talks about the creative process and the right side of the brain, how if you engage that and keep that going, the left side, the analytical side, the worry side, the anxiety side, doesn't have anywhere to go, and it actually is a way to, for those maybe not with early forms of dementia, but kind of keep some of that worry and that concern at bay. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. I think we definitely see evidence of that. Emotional memory, interestingly, is the type of memory that lasts the longest. And so a lot of times engaging with things like music and art and poetry can kind of elicit some of those deep stored memories. We've had participants just break into song, and then we've had another participant join them. And it's really just a great thing to see. Okay,
now this is open. Is this a free program here?
Yes, we're super lucky that it's completely free thanks to the support of the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona and Gila River Indian community. It's the second Tuesday of every month, and anybody who wants to learn more or sign up just needs to go to mesaartcenter.com/artsandmind.
Okay, and again, Mesa Arts Center, I got to ask you real quickly.
Absolutely.
Mesa Arts Center, downtown Mesa. Holy smokes, what's going on down there?
We're growing. We're growing every single day. It's an amazing place to be. If you haven't been to Mesa ever before or haven't been in the last even 5 years, I challenge you to come down, light rail or drive, but it's an astounding place. Mesa Arts Center is celebrating 20 years this year, and so you're completely right. Mesa is just an incredible place to be right now.
And with that growth, Mesa Arts Center is hanging in there. It's growing with the growth?
Absolutely. Yes, we have a brand new Broadway series. It's only the second year that we've been able to bring Broadway back. We have more classes, more shows, a ton of exhibitions in our museum as well. So we just had our first ever Alt Fest last week, so plenty to see and do at Mesa Arts Center.
All right, one more time. For folks that are interested in this as far as the dementia care and the caregivers, where do they go?
mesaartcenter.com/artsandmind.
So, Arts and Mind. All right, Laura Wild, Mesa Arts Center, again, congratulations on this. It must be rewarding to put something like this together and watch it succeed.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Good to have you here.